I was here well before 5.
Well, after the litany of texts that 5's going to be tight, 5:15, 5:30. So, I mean, that's kind of it. So Keith's been here, but I appreciate you calling it out, the fact that he is.
And you've been here too?
In the house. I went and ate real quick, man. I had to get some soup, buddy. I mean, goddamn, my life doesn't revolve around yours, unlike everybody else in your fucking little tiny world.
No one's life revolves around. I can't tell you how many times I have used that. If Paula says, "Oh, we're going to be late to your cousin's house for Thanksgiving," I said their life doesn't revolve around us.
Well, apparently ours doesn't revolve around you, Dan.
If we're 10 or 15 or an hour late, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, well. Apparently, we know where we fall in there, Keith. We like a third cousin twice removed.
This is not the same, though.
Fuck.
This is not the same.
Jason, welcome to the podcast. How are you, buddy? You were here on time setting up.
Oh, it's good. I'm back. My allergies are now back with me. I didn't take a single allergy pill while I was in North Carolina, but
there's something to be said about that.
As soon as I land here, I start sneezing like a son of a bitch. Everybody's looking at me like I have COVID.
You go cold turkey on that, or you wing yourself down on those allergy meds?
No, I take them every fucking day when I live here.
No shit.
I didn't even take any there. I took not a single one.
Really?
Not a single one.
How about that?
Land here, guess what?
Cold turkey, baby.
Shit show.
Maybe you should move to
Well,
North Carolina.
Are you going to finish that fucking Jesus, was that another stroke?
Well, yeah, I was thinking North Carolina, South Carolina.
It's north.
It's North Dakota, South Dakota.
Funny that you say that. Like everybody, all firemen and cops talk about like when they retire from wherever. Oh, I'm moving here. I'm moving there. And so I had a birthday on Friday, and I had been saying, "Why have 5 years till I retire?" And I literally had to sit there like 2 days later and text Jill and say, "How you are dating one of the dumbest sons of bitches on the face of the planet." She's like, "Why?" I said, "I keep saying I have 5 years till I retire. I actually have 4.
Oh, look at you go.
I was fucking myself by a whole goddamn 365 days.
1 year, it goes fast. You barely even notice.
I'm like, how in the fuck do you mess that up?
That is pretty fucked up. Remind us not
the
to
older,
let you.
The older you get, the faster the time goes.
Now I've been pretty fucked up over the last like 5 days. So
well, you're not balancing the checkbook here.
I'm throwing that in there. So
Dan's pretty fucked up with numbers too, because we said 5 o'clock and we got the input from Dan on that.
I was working with our buddy Randy Corbett, Corbett Graphics, CorbettGraphics.com.
You can
for all your signage needs.
You can only use that excuse so many fucking times, Dan.
Do you see what I'm wearing?
I see what
this
you're
is
wearing.
What I wear when I work with our buddy Randy.
Oh,
Corbett.
what is this, street cred? Or am I supposed to step down on this shit?
No, I'm just saying this, that I was working.
Jesus, fuck.
Working.
It's like
doing something I get paid to do, as opposed to the one more I'm out of here.
You know, if you committed a little bit here,
you
Dan,
get paid by love and friendship and fellowship.
Maybe if you committed,
and that you can't put a price on that,
put a
sir.
number on those things.
You can't put a price on that. So fuck you.
Maybe if you committed a little bit,
because I feel like you're trying to put a price on it.
That's so warm and fuzzy. You can't put a price on that, so fuck you.
Oh,
where are we going from first, or going to first? I'm just curious. I'm glad we're finally.
I got my new book. Mark
yeah.
Levin, The Democrat Party Hates America. I've already dove in the first few pages.
Is he going to be a guest? You're on page fucking 2.
I just got it. I literally just got this.
Is he going to be a guest? Because that's about as much of their books you read.
I would love to have Mark Levin on as a guest.
Well, guess what? Everybody's got aspirations.
We could book him for the show. That would be huge.
We, as in what? Kiefer or I?
Yeah.
Is that the we we're fucking talking about there, Princess?
What's that?
You beat me to that.
We. If we could book him,
if we could book him, that would be awesome.
Jesus.
All right. So he's got his book.
Good for you, Dan.
Let us know how that goes when you finish it in like two and a half years.
Well, I've read other books by Mark Levin. I've read Unfreedom of the Press. I've read. Let me see.
Why are you just fingering that book? You're fingering that
Liberty
book
and
like
Tyranny.
it's weird.
It just feels good in his hands. It feels so good.
I mean, it's.
Would you stop doing
good,
that?
It's good stuff. I could read aloud from it if you like.
No, I would rather you not.
I could take up the whole hour reading.
I know you could.
I'd be more than happy to do that.
Hey, did we?
And our listeners, our viewers would be,
I know.
Dropping off like flies.
No, they would be much better informed.
Instagram's a fire about something that occurred recently. Too soon? Not soon? What?
Instagram?
I don't know where you're going with this. This was not.
Somebody posted something on Instagram. Somebody, i.e., you.
I post a lot on Instagram.
So Dan was playing with cocks yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. I just didn't know where you were going.
You were playing with a cock yesterday, huh, Dan? That was a big cock. You like the redheaded cock?
It was a rooster. Do you have the picture?
It's a cock.
I don't have the rooster picture.
You don't have it?
You know how we got?
I have it. I didn't upload that one, but I uploaded one. So I'm at the airport heading back, and I have to give these two knuckleheads the reminder that, hey, we're podcasting at 5. 5.
I had it now.
5. I just want to say it one more time. 5.
I had it on my calendar.
At 5. And you did not, we're not here at 5, or we're not going to be able to be here at 5. But so we get the text. I get one from Rob saying tomorrow, ? And I said,
Fucking around.
in my head, I'm like, normally this is Dan.
That's exactly where I was going.
And you nailed it. But I said, yes, tomorrow, 5 o'clock. I'm excited. I want to come back. We'll talk about Clayton. We'll talk about, we haven't podcasted in like fucking 7 days, it seems like.
Seems like it's been a little while, yeah.
So I'm like, yes, we're doing it tomorrow. Dan sends this picture. I had dropped Dan off to get his bike looked at by a mechanic that I had put him to. He rode, I picked him up.
I like that guy a lot, by the way.
He's awesome. Jason
does a great job.
Jason Novick is awesome.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
But he goes, I'm on an ops check of the motorcycle, and this is my situation.
It was beautiful.
There it is.
So Dan apparently was getting a little bit too hot on the throttle.
Well,
I'm assuming, or was it just that?
I was coming through Bethel.
Did you get reckless driving? Did you get something cooler than a speeding ticket?
You know, right at the end of Bethel where you get to the Bethel Middle School.
Yep, sure do.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know I do, motherfucker.
As soon as I saw Bethel, I knew you were fucked.
Yep.
And so the speed limit goes up to 55 there. So I was
45 actually, right past that fucking
all right
sign. By the Oak School, it's 45. Then it trickles to 55 a little bit further down. Trust me, it was pointed out to me by Officer Forth in fucking July.
But I was coming through there, and this young female cop was sitting there on the side of the road, and she looked at me, I looked at her, and I was just like, hi.
Oh, dear God.
And then
gave the wave.
about 30 seconds later, lights in my rearview mirror. And
You actually fucking waved at the cop before she pulled you over.
so I wasn't going that fast.
Well, apparently you were. How fast were you going, Dan?
Hold on. I got the
Do you?
Oh, you brought it?
Oh, you got a ticket?
I wish you would have sent that picture of that to me.
I didn't have it at the time I sent the picture.
Wow, I got a copy of it.
I know, but guess what? There was time to pass, and I have a phone that's on 24/7. You could have sent it.
Yeah, you're always texting and tell us you're late. You can
Yeah.
take a pic.
So there you go. There you go.
53 and a 35.
I think that's what it is.
I think it is.
Did you look?
He actually knows it is.
Did you look it up?
I might have had a little time to kill on my way to court today at about 1 o'clock, and I made a phone call, Daniel Leo Carroll. Leo.
I get the phone call from
Are you
Rob.
representing me without my knowledge?
Not at all. I was inquiring as a public record.
Okay.
I was like a prospective client.
Rob calls me after he left here earlier. He goes, "Hey, it was 53 and a 35, just so you're aware."
He beat me. I think you did. I can't remember what mine was.
But you got to admit, 53 on a motorcycle is not really not that fast.
Well,
No, but in a speed, but there are
There's-
speed
I
limits.
know.
I'll tell you, my speed limit didn't feel
Are you
that
trying
fast.
to justify your way out of that ticket? I was only on 2 wheels, Your Honor, not 4.
She says, "Well, the good news is, you just call and do a payout."
Oh yeah, and then you get your points, and then
Oh, yeah, you're getting points. Your
yeah.
insurance is going up.
fuck sure as hell is. God damn. And then I got a snarky ass fucking response on our joint account.
Which was awesome. If only I knew a good attorney that could get me out of this.
Yep.
That made
Still
me laugh.
Still looking for a good attorney.
That
Smart.
literally made me laugh out loud
For
in the Raleigh airport.
She was a nice girl, though.
I
She
was laughing my ass off.
young female officer.
What was
21 years old. She's been on the force 3 months.
it? Damn.
3 months she's been on the
You're
force.
her big collar.
I said, "Don't you know you're not supposed to give guys on Harleys tickets?"
Did you say that?
Yeah.
See, this is what I was talking about
Oh, you're
previous.
fucked now.
She thought that was funny.
You're fucked now.
I am going to call out there and say, Dan Carroll, he is on 700 WLW, and he was always talking about how these cops
She obviously
pay
did.
homage.
She obviously didn't know who I was.
My question to you is how in the fuck do you get a speeding ticket when me, you, and our bookie Chris went to Atlanta and you were almost like an exit and a half behind us
I wasn't that far.
the whole time?
I was not.
We're running
I
80
was not.
85.
I was too.
and you're running 65.
That's bullshit.
No, it's not bullshit.
Yes, it is.
I wish I had the fucking cable to call Chris right now. God damn it.
I wasn't that far.
I'm
behind.
surprised you were such a speed demon, especially in a little rural town.
That's not
of
that
Bethel.
fast.
To them, it is.
Big time celebrity
To
like
them,
you.
you're-
She just wanted your autograph. Little does she know
yeah.
she could have you sign that ticket on the side.
To them, you're drag racing.
Well, she never had me sign that I accepted the ticket, so I might have a loophole right there to
I think you're fucked.
get out of it.
Officer Forth never had me sign. He didn't even fucking say "Have a good day" or "Drive safe." He just fucking threw it at me, cocksucker.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
She's standing there telling me how dangerous it is out on the roads, and I said, "You're younger than my daughter."
I got fucking
That's-
underwear.
That's always a good. That's always a
Well,
good.
see
response.
what she is.
I
I've got
understand, but that's always a good response to a police officer.
I've got underwear older than you.
I
lady.
should have rolled video because she was afraid of the chicken. Because the chicken was between her
You showed her your
and
cock?
her car.
I didn't pull that picture, everybody, but there was.
Oh,
a,
yeah.
He sends a picture.
There
of
was a
fucking-
rooster.
A rooster right like at his feet on a motorcycle.
I'm curious. I was curious about the second.
And that rooster kept getting closer and closer. I thought he was going to start pecking at my leg.
I was curious who fucking photoshopped the rooster in there, and then I figured it's fucking actually a rooster. I've never seen a rooster out there. So cocks are just walking up and down 125 in Bethel.
This one was right on the side of the road.
Well, the one cock in the fucking Bethel cop car in July,
I pulled over in this parking lot of some store,
probably a Family Dollar.
some off-road store or something.
All the
And this rooster's out there just walking around the parking lot.
fucking patrolling. That's deputy dog. Fuck. Yeah, I had to
So
make.
I
a
don't
phone
know.
call,
I'll call
Carol.
on that tomorrow and see how much I got to pay for that.
I wouldn't pay it.
You wouldn't pay it?
Fuck no.
Why not?
Because you're gonna get points.
Well, what do you recommend then?
I'd recommend hiring an attorney.
To do what?
Make a phone call and get no points.
Boom. Done.
Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters.
Saul.
Better call Saul.
Yep. Better call Saul. I'll be down at the nail salon here shortly, Dan. Call me down there.
That was so funny. Getting that picture, I was like, "Oh, you're in Bethel. You are fucked. F-U-C-T, fucked."
And
That
wasn't he
fucking rooster.
wasn't he just busting my balls in July when I got my fucking ticket? I mean,
It's
busted.
because you drive like an idiot.
well,
I have
apparently so
ridden
do
in the
you.
car with you before.
You eclipsed the speed more than I did.
There was no one even around me.
There was nobody around me, as far as I know. I was on the phone, so at least I was somewhat distracted when I got my fucking ticket. What were you doing? Two hands looking at the cock on the fucking side of the road? Is that what was going on? Or the little 21-year-old hottie flashing her eyes at you and then her fucking
No, I
lights?
didn't even see the rooster until I
get-
pulled off into the parking lot.
I can totally picture Dan like on his bike, just waving.
Hi. Hey, I'm Dan Carroll. I'm on 700 WLW. And,
Don't mind me. I'm just flying through your
One more and
fucking
I'm outta
little
here.
village, not adhering to your fucking
She
rules.
didn't have to do that.
He's Miss Corn Fairy.
There's people out there committing real crimes. I'm not one of them.
Oh, wow.
Well, you were.
Sounds like
No.
something I said.
It's not a crime.
Sounds like something I said that I got blowback from, fucker. 30-something years, no fucking ticket. And the cocksucker
Vulcanator,
wrote me for
biggest
the
collar of her
actual.
life, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, shoes on the other foot now, isn't it, Dano? Welcome.
Oh God.
Welcome to criminal hood.
I've actually been waiting since I landed last night to pull that shit up, get the picture up, and talk about it.
We should get teardrop tattoos, Dan, and go to mayor's court together. That'd be fucking pimp. And we ride in, I'll ride bitch.
How many people would you kill? Nobody. This is how many tickets I have.
Yeah, we each got a ticket, motherfucker. We're chaps on the back of your bike.
I'm a real
riding
tough
bitch.
guy.
So I'm gonna talk real quick about trip to Clayton. Was awesome. Tansy was a great host.
Always.
I'm actually more tired going and hanging out with him than I was before I left because he is a bazillion miles an hour. There was a lot of things going on, a lot of moving parts, but
He does have a motor that's nonstop, doesn't he?
But when it stops, it stops. And he was like, "Hey, man, I'm ready to go to bed." I'm like, "You know what's funny is so am I. So drop me off at my Airbnb. I'm going to bed." But great trip. Good comedy shows. Got to meet Vinny Montez, through Eric and I
can't wait to check out some of his stuff.
The Badges for Boxes thing. George, who runs the Badges for Boxes, was very gracious, awesome. So made me feel right at home. It was great. Traveled a bunch by choice. I mean, I grabbed layovers and whatever, but I like airport bars. So I was pushing the podcast at everybody that would listen.
That's a very small club.
Well, I travel, so I like to fly, and I'm
people who actually like airport bars.
Dan likes.
I mean, I'd love to go to an airport bar and have a cocktail. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Why would you not want to sit and hear the people's stories of where they're traveling from, where they're going?
I usually don't talk to people at airport bars.
See, and that's the problem with you.
Big time.
Why is that a problem?
Because you're a big timer.
Why do I need to talk to people at airport bars?
You don't have to.
There's an airport, a big airport, 25 minutes away from where we're sitting right now.
It's a piece of shit.
How often there's bars in that airport though?
Barely open.
But to get to them, you have to go through TSA.
They're barely open.
And you can't go through TSA.
I'm talking about traveling, not just hanging out at airport bars, you stupid fuck.
But I'm saying, if you like airport bars so much, why don't you go make a regular stops there?
That's why I make layovers.
If only the varsity was at an airport, that'd be great.
That's why I make layovers. I don't need a direct flight. I'm fine. I'll save money, get a layover, hang out in the bar.
Go to the airport bar.
It's no shocker that Kiefer likes to drink a little bit.
This layer was only 45 minutes. Do you think you can bump that up to about an hour 30?
How late's that bar open? I'll take a voucher.
I don't even know where the fuck you're going with that.
Well, I'm just saying. Why do you want to make it a longer layover so I can spend more time at the bar?
We gotta.
If it saves me money, yeah, it absolutely fucking works.
I got no problem with saving money.
I could have been in Raleigh for like $220.
Could have been a cowboy.
I'll save some money, take some time.
So how many airport bars did you go to then?
I had one in JFK and then one in Atlanta.
What was the one in JFK called?
Oh fuck, I don't know.
You don't remember the
I don't care what the name of it is.
They have names.
I know they all have names.
What'd you have? Miller Lite?
Mick Ultra. They didn't have Miller Lite.
Am I into fucking Wedding Crashers?
They didn't. What
older lady made you feel her tits? She's still in the house. What were they like? Were they soft?
All expensive beers too.
You motorboat them,
but it was worth it. It was worth it. It's a vacation, a little vacation. But I got to talk to a lot of cool people. Shared the podcast with a lot of people because I go out and network and try to get people to listen to the podcast.
Well, you have that thing on your phone that just pops it into somebody else's phone.
Well, it's a card, but thanks for paying attention. Thanks for being here.
Pops it in.
It's a card I put to the phone. Boom, there's a podcast.
Well, yeah, but you just touch somebody else's phone and it's there.
Exactly.
If I had one of those, I would do that.
You wouldn't know how to.
You should buy one.
We'd have to fix it all the goddamn time.
Yes, great trip. Anyway, we'll get into what we.
I know we love our buddies in Clayton, North Carolina.
So go ahead.
No, you go.
No, you're getting ready to talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, I just want to go out there for those of you in the United States, continental United States, not in an airport. I want you to know that there was a $100,000 tool bag that went MIA this past couple of days, and it is going to be visible to a binocled eye. Is that a right phrase? Right saying binocled?
Ooh, I don't know.
An eyeball with a binocular lens.
Can we back up a second here?
It is going to be visible directly in front
give me a stroke
of the ISS, the International Space Station, which, if you're in the Cincinnati viewing area, Tuesday, November 14th, 7:09 p.m., it'll be visible for 2 minutes, 10 degrees above southwest. So look there, and if you see a bright object in front of the other bright object, which is the space station, that is the $100,000 tool bag that was lost by NASA astronauts.
That's where it is right. That's where it is right now.
Yeah, it's over Africa right now, I believe.
So the tool bag is not valued at $110,000. The tools contained inside the tool bag.
Well, I don't know. It might be a nice bag.
Which are a couple Craftsman wrenches.
Yeah,
probably
a screwdriver.
But it's a bag.
But if they go into space, they got to be very expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't.
Just like if they go in the White House, it has to be very expensive.
I honestly don't think they're using Phillips and flathead screwdrivers on that motherfucker.
They might be.
I doubt it, Dan.
Yeah. What's the space station put together with?
Duct tape from Russia.
I can't. I mean, and when you brought that up, I can't see like, yeah. What do you carry in said tool bag? What is it? I mean, probably if you're working on a Harley, you go with metrics and torques. You get fucking, and you definitely don't have the same fucking tool that you need. So
last month,
knowing our government, they don't, redundant, do a double redundancy of type tools. I'm just curious.
2 astronauts, Jasmine and Laurel, were conducting a spacewalk on the International Space Station last month when a tool bag slipped away and drifted away from the station.
Whoopsie. It happens.
My bad.
The bag, which is valued at about 100,000, is now orbiting Earth just ahead of the space station. Is so bright that stargazers can catch a glimpse of it with binoculars.
So you can see the tool bag and the space station.
Yes, you can, Dan. You look for the space station, and the tool bag's right in front of it on its float. It apparently got in front.
And here in the Cincinnati area, we will be able to see that when.
I just said it, Dan. 7:09 p.m. tonight is
Tonight?
one. It's going to be limited. It's going to be 2 minutes. You got to see it at dawn and dusk best because the sun radiates more of a reflection off the space station and shit than the moon does. So I'd check it out tonight. And the next time is tomorrow morning I take that back. Tomorrow afternoon at 6:22 p.m. You'll be able to see it for 4 minutes. It's easy to track. The bag, thank God, happened after the equipment was no longer needed. What are they going to say? That was imperative that we have it. No, fuck no. They're going to say it would no longer.
Yeah, you don't need that expensive tool anymore. Just let it go.
And they were safe to continue their mission. No, they're fucked.
They're like, oh shit, that's a Harbor Freight one. Never mind.
They're
Don't worry about it.
Earthsky noted the bag is expected to orbit Earth for a few months at a slow
that
descent
tool was made in China.
before rapidly descending to about 70 miles above the Earth's surface and disintegrating well before the reach of the ground. March of next year is when the gear is going to re-enter the atmosphere. Remember that commercial with the atmosphere? The dude's hanging from the fucking thing. Oh, the atmosphere. No,
I don't remember that.
all right, I must have lost it on that
It's
one.
a commercial about what?
I can't even remember what it was. I just remember they kept saying atmosphere. Very fucking weird.
Don't put that one into your impromptu stand-up.
I think it was
open mic night.
insurance. I think it was an insurance claim. Like, I don't know. Somebody might know it. Fuck it. I don't really care.
Dead Leg said they're made of titanium and other exotic parts, so they can work and function in the vacuum of space.
So they're from
i.e.
Taiwan.
i.e. Harbor Freight.
Well, why can't a regular tool work and function in the vacuum of space?
Because they haven't sent you up yet, Dan.
Well, some
You
of it's
fucking regular
spark.
tool.
Some of it's spark. So they don't want the
You
risk
can't
of
have
a spark.
That's understandable.
Well,
So
I don't know.
fuck, I don't know. I'm a fucking dumb fireman. I'm not a goddamn
Yeah,
astronaut.
he didn't even know when he was fucking retiring.
If you had a chance, if
Exactly
you had a
correct.
chance to go to space, would you?
Fuck yeah, I would.
Yeah.
If they said for whatever reason, Jason Kiefer, we want you to
Do I have to pay?
be on the next mission.
I'm not paying,
No, I mean,
but I
Well-
would go. I'd take the chance.
what if they couldn't guarantee you a layover?
Okay.
In a bar.
Can I bring my own Miller Lite?
Is there a bar in the moon?
What is this, like the
How is the pressure going to affect my Miller Lights that I bring?
is this like Star Wars?
my carry-on.
No, you might have to go.
Yeah, I need to find that bar.
You know,
Ross.
7 days or 10 days or a month with no Miller Lights.
Ooh, that would be terrible.
That would be tough.
I could do it, but it would be terrible.
That would suck. Not Miller Lite aspect, but just being with people on a regular basis for a prolonged period of time.
Oh, our friend Cincy513 that wants to bust Dan all the time. Here we go. Because of huge temperature changes, Dan.
Yeah, Dan. So I like the way they said that.
Because what? Because of huge temperature changes.
Jesus.
We'll get another response.
Yeah, temperature. You know,
Why the tools have to be made out of those materials?
it's frozen as shit up there, and it's hot, and it's room temp inside the ISS for the astronauts to survive.
I'm sure there's a reason for it. I'm just asking what that reason.
And then
is, that's all.
Cincy513, yeah, Dan.
Yeah, Dan. Did you know that the space shuttles were made out of porcelain? Is it porcelain?
Did I know what?
What the fuck is
Why
that?
are you asking a question if you don't even know the actual facts?
He
Which
does that.
makes it even
He
better.
does that a lot.
I know. he does.
Ceramic. My bad. Ceramic tiles because of the heat on reentry. That's what it was. Mm-hmm. Sure
Mhm.
did. No grout needed.
Didn't work for the Columbia guys.
Sure,
but
that was a
that's
wrong button.
unfortunate.
That was a button misplaced. Bad button.
Oh my god.
Speaking of bad buttons, all gas, no brakes. You got that one dialed up. You got his pick at least.
I was pick and the here. Which one do you want me to go with first?
Polk County deputies capture Florida couple accused of trying to break into cars in the Davenport area. Now, this motherfucker.
I have his picture. I thought I pulled the article, bro, but I have the picture.
All right, bro.
Bro.
Jesus, I feel like I'm talking to Griff.
Shut
Calls
the
me
fuck
bro. All right, bro. All right, fuck you. How about dad, you fuck?
Get to your shit.
This guy has a tattoo on his neck that reads all gas, no brakes.
Stand up individual.
Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
talking about some fucked up
You kidding
tattoos.
me?
No, not at all.
And
Man.
what'd this guy do?
He was doing some car theft.
What word did you just say?
I don't know. He was nabbed after a high-speed chase.
Why is his face all messed up?
That's
He was looking for new designs for tattoos.
So he's not a very good driver. Did he wreck?
Fleeing from a law enforcement traffic stop demonstrates very poor decision making. No shit, but to do it in a small residential neighborhood at high rate of speed is a terrible idea and dangerous. It's amazing. Unfortunately, nobody innocent was hurt or killed.
What a dumb fuck this guy is.
Timothy Allen Hogue of Apopka, and the passenger was 31-year-old Rebecca Kozub. What the fuck are they just screwing up names down there? They were both taken to the hospital.
Girls in general, let me give you a little advice. Don't hang out with dudes who look like this.
I wouldn't hang out with a dude that fucking
Look at that scar on his fucking
all
his
gas,
fucking
no
head.
brakes, should have read all gas, no brains. I mean, fucking Christ. Put him in a Nathan's hot dog eating contest. That'll give you some gas and no brains. Yeah,
I'd love to hear Tansy lay into this guy.
I could play this
What a
video if
fucking
you
Hogue
want.
has a prior criminal record
I
that
don't know what
consists
it
of
is.
31 felonies and 18 misdemeanors.
It's
While
exactly who you want to bring to Thanksgiving dinner.
while our sweet little innocent Kozub, the girl Dan's lecturing, has amassed 19 felonies, and she's eclipsed him with 20 misdemeanors.
Well, girls
Good
can be
for her.
dumbasses too.
Girls just want to have fun, Dan. I've heard this
I'm
in
dumb.
opera song
Well, I'm
many a
just saying
time.
it's a fact.
They do.
They
want to
can
have
be
fun.
they can be dumb, and hanging out with guys like that is pretty dumb.
No brains, all gas. Love it.
I'm gonna hit this video just because I haven't watched it yet because I just pulled it up. I'm sorry.
I haven't
Shitty-
watched it. Either.
shitty
Rendering.
If you have a utility meter like this
That
on the
would
side
suck.
of your house,
Fucking this ad shit is getting prevalent.
Skip it.
Well, that's how things get paid for.
Well, fuck them.
We love advertising,
Oh.
especially here on the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast.
Our listeners don't.
Oh, I think our listeners are good with it.
There we go.
That's why we eat a dick.
Meth and felonies, my favorite.
Gotta love it.
Speeds by.
Who doesn't love meth, especially on a Saturday night? Was that it?
And it looks like
Jesus.
Oh,
God, that guy was flying.
no stop sticks. No,
Right. Apparently he sped back and then came back because he couldn't get out of that fucking neighborhood. Looks like a neighborhood he should belong in.
yeah, definitely.
I am
No, not really. Yeah.
I am
Oh
completely
shit!
Oh fuck! I didn't see that one coming. Oh shit!
You guys are a little delayed.
That
From
might
what
be.
they're
Yeah,
saying.
my
Yeah.
bad. My bad.
I was looking at my monitor. I should have been looking at
That
yours.
might be why he has the injuries to his head.
Dumbass.
He got knocked the fuck out.
Just throwing an idea out there.
You know, if you're gonna be a criminal, it's usually a good idea to be a good driver.
Yeah.
But if you're a criminal, you're dumb as fuck, and if you're dumb, you're not really a good driver. Look at that thing. Is that a Cadillac?
Yeah.
At least he didn't hit the cop car.
My God.
She was just along for the ride.
He fucked the whole front. I mean, that front end's backed in like 2 feet.
Jesus.
He fucking plowed that shit.
He's lucky he's driving a Cadillac. If he was driving some other piece of shit car, he'd be dead.
What an idiot.
What an idiot. The clown.
What an idiot.
Is that Bethel?
It's-
Where's
it was
the rooster?
It was Dan.
Is it Officer Ford?
This is in Florida.
Yeah,
Was
I
it-
thought that truck was going to hit the
It was
fucking
in
cop.
Florida, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in
Yeah.
Not the retirement community that Bethel is, but
When you sent me that and I looked at that picture, that I was like, oh yeah, that looks exactly what I would propose him to look like.
Jesus, I love those shit ass tattoo fucking faces, man.
That's Chris. I'm sure he was wearing a seatbelt.
So Keith, I know
Safety first.
I know you didn't watch the Bengals game with us. You were missed in spirit.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
What are your guys' thoughts? I'm sorry, I'm going to take a local for 2 seconds. What are your thoughts? You think Tyler Boyd helped himself with his negotiations next year? You have one job. One job. Catch the fucking ball. Catch the ball.
I tweeted out on my Twitter moments after that happened.
Oh my God, you were first breaking it, weren't you?
And I
Not the other millions that watched the game.
I regretted a little bit, but I said, Tyler Boyd, I said, if you want to be a big time player,
You want to be a baller shot caller, baby.
If you want to get paid, then you got to make that catch.
You have to make that catch.
You got to make that catch.
You should lose
right there.
fucking game paycheck if you lose a game-winning ball. I mean, there's got to be a ramification. You are wide open, catch the fucking ball in both hands, and you're in the end zone. He should lose his paycheck. I donated to a charity.
That's not going to happen.
I donated to a charity with fucking blind kids or kids that can't feel their hands.
I don't know, but I've been listening to people talk about that for the last couple of days, and they're like, well, they shouldn't have been there in the first place, and he feels bad about it.
Oh, my God. My plumber feels bad for not hooking up the fucking water line correctly, and it's flooding my basement. Shit, oh, woe is me, my poor plumber. I should pay him anyways.
There's no one who wanted to catch that ball more than he did.
It's so fucking poor, you guys, for pulling up and not hooking up the fire hoses.
And Mo Egger was talking about, I didn't hear the linemen, any of the linemen get jacked up for the two plays prior to that didn't produce anything. And so there's plenty of blame to go around. But when you want to be a big time receiver in this league, in the NFL, and you want to get paid,
that's right,
then you got to make catches like that.
Show me the money, Dan.
How many times did Jerry Rice drop a catch like that?
Not in a Super Bowl.
How many times did Randy Moss drop a catch like that?
Jerry Rice, 82 and 89. That motherfucker never dropped shit.
The catches aren't all going to be made. But yeah, that was one of, if you are a high paid receiver, and I say high paid because of what we make.
That's a game winning touchdown.
That is a game winning touchdown. And when he walks off the field, I only saw highlights because it wasn't being played down there. Him throwing his fucking helmet, you fucking should. And somebody should throw their helmet at fucking you. And I saw him and Joe Mixon comforting him.
Oh yeah,
and all that shit.
Being a good teammate.
And it's good team. That's good teammanship. But what the fuck, man? You want to get paid.
Yep.
You have to make that fucking catch.
It's a team sport.
I love Jill Billy. Last I checked, linemen aren't typically targeted to make touchdown catches.
Oh, that's true. That's very true.
It's a team fucking
Anthony
sport.
Munoz caught some in his day, though.
I mean, the little bits that I saw, they should have lost that. They should have lost that game. They should have never tied it up.
Yeah.
The way they played.
But they did.
But they came back, and you have to make those fucking plays, especially sitting where we're at in the standings.
Yeah.
You have to make that catch.
Got to make that catch.
So,
got to catch that ball.
Yep.
It's fucking football, man.
Sorry, man. It's foosball. Foosball sucks, Dick. We got a backup game coming up Thursday.
And look, if you're a college player or a high school player and you don't make that catch, I'm not going to criticize you.
I will.
But if you are a highly paid professional athlete and that is your job, then you gotta make that catch.
I take that back. I take that back. High school players, I won't. But college players, you're getting a free fucking education.
Well, good. Well, you know what?
Tens of thousands of dollars.
You're right, because it's changing now because college players are getting paid.
I'm not even talking the NIL. I'm talking just fucking straight up scholarship money.
Well, NIL, scholarship, whatever.
Yeah.
They're getting paid. Maybe it's time to bring the criticism.
Bring it
to these college players.
Bring the house, Dan. You want to be a baller or a shot caller, motherfucker, you're going to get called out on this podcast. Right, Dano? I think we align on that one. Fuck you, Boyd. You better catch that motherfucker. Boyd will be in the Canadian Football League next year. Stay tuned. Him and Johnny Manziel.
Isn't he a free agent next year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Him and Johnny Man, the money man.
The money man.
They're going to recreate that throw over and over and over.
You know, if I'm the general manager of a football team and his agent wants to have a meeting with me,
Kiwanis. Go Kiwanis.
And he's talking about, you got a Tyler Boyd wants this much money. I'll say, hey, check out the computer here. I'm going to play that clip. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, he dropped it. Look at that. How much money you want? Play that again.
Hey, can we get that quarterback again from Cleveland that likes the massages? We'll take him. Hell, we'll pay for the fucking massages. We'll get Trevor Bauer, too. We can do a BOGO. Fucking A, beating some ass. Yeah, I was kind of upset about that. Pretty pissed off. I think Zach Taylor needs to give up the play calling. Get a fucking true OC in this motherfucker.
I thought he did.
He did not. No, he needs to focus because
he's still calling the plays.
He is, to my understanding.
How's that working out?
To my way of thinking, badly.
Oh, you pay the tab.
No, that's only a Dan thing. But secondly,
we'll never see it.
He's over there consoling fucking Boyd. And what the fuck, you cocksucker? You're managing the entire goddamn team. Get an OC, get a DC, manage the fucking team, not the different calls and plays. Let them do it. You give your input on the headset. That's why you got it. Or get a fucking helmet and get a green sticker on the back of it and go out there and see what happens. But give it up. You're not doing it all.
There's weird shit in the NFL, though. I mean, we saw the fucking Broncos beat the fucking Bills last night.
That was fuckking up. Thank you, Josh Allen, for fucking that one up,
too. Bills, 12 men on the field.
It's not over until it's fucking over.
12 men on the field when Denver was attempting that field goal and they missed it.
I don't know what quarterback wanted to lose that game more, Russell Wilson or Josh Allen.
I'm looking up Casey Anthony's shit.
Yeah, what's going on with Will Smith? He's got an alopecia too, or whatever the fuck the hair loss thing is.
You keep talking because I didn't see it.
Yeah, I saw it,
but it's intriguing.
Yeah, it is kind of intriguing. Is there a hair loss thing with Will? Did he slap somebody again? Chris Rock? Kevin Hart? You don't slap Kevin Hart. Motherfucker got hard.
Apparently, I don't know anything about this, but I grabbed it from the comments, which I love bringing stuff. November 14th, brother Bilal, a former friend and assistant to Hollywood actor Will Smith, claims that the Academy Award winners.
Oh.
During a recent interview, Bilal explained that he accidentally walked in on Smith and fellow actor Dwayne Martin having sex.
Who's Dwayne Martin?
I don't know. I'll have to Google that.
He's a fellow actor.
Were they rehearsing a scene on like Brokeback Mountain 2?
An actor Martin was married to Tisha Campbell. Oh, I remember Tisha Campbell. The couple got married August 17th, 96. Have 2 sons. Wow, I'm gonna have to dig into that a little bit.
Yeah,
no pun intended. See what I did there?
It's kind of like Travolta, man.
I had no idea.
His little rub and tug from a dude. I like that.
Why are we supposed to care about that?
Because I find it interesting. That's why, Dan.
Because he's the man. And is that why you think it? Because that's why
you get your wife's name out my.
Do you think that's why he open hand slapped fucking Chris Rock because he's banging some dude? I don't know how else to say it.
I mean, the shit was open already, but man, you just opened the door a little bit wider there. Again, no pun intended.
Or was that him saying, "I'm going to get busy with you later"? Is that what that meant?
I don't know.
Wow.
Is Chris Rock bisexual?
I'm gonna look into.
Maybe they were rehearsing. Who knows? Was this fucking today? Did I just read this today?
November 14th.
No, I'm talking November 14th, 120. A bus accident.
Who's reporting this? TMZ
today. You're talking about the one local?
Yeah.
Yes, that is local, and that is fucking tragic.
Fuck. How many died?
I think 6.
3 dead, 15 injured in Ohio bus crash involving bus carrying band students. Just north of here, about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Carrabba's County, I believe, is where they were from.
I was going to wait till we had a little bit more of bringing up Friday, but
no, that's fine. I just saw the headline. I'm like, fuck. It reminds me of what was that baseball team where they ramped off in Atlanta? The bus driver, Bluffton U baseball team.
Yep, went up the ramp and then drove over the other side.
Straight over, went on its side.
Yeah,
fuel and shit everywhere.
There hadn't been a whole lot of information out on this one, so I saw it, but
my bad for leaking it.
No. I didn't know.
I was
didn't
like,
know
holy
anything.
Fuck this right up the street.
But it's fucking absolutely tragic.
Hey, do you guys
charter bus versus a semi truck?
In more uplifting news, do you guys hear that Matthew Perry's still dead? Just wanted to let you know.
Courtney Cox, I'm missing Matthew Perry.
Yeah,
he was so funny and kind.
Yeah,
so they're paying tribute.
His voice has been drowned out of my head over.
I'm looking at TMZ right now. I'm not seeing
anything
about Will Smith on TMZ.
Well, we'll dig into it.
And where's the one place you go for celebrity news?
One More and I'm Out of Here News Network.
The One More and I'm Out of Here News Network. That's exactly where you should get your news.
Fuck yeah, it is. There's nothing else going on, man.
Absolutely.
So there's a couple of big things I'm trying to work on for Friday, and I cannot wait for that. And I'm not going to dial it down yet unless we're close, but we're not yet.
No, I still have a couple other things. But
you go ahead. I don't want to be a spoiler alert. Hold on a second, Keith. Before you fucking do anything real quick, let me get one of these out of the way. The boys are together again and making the best music of their lives. Cincinnati's own Dan Varner has rejoined with longtime friends Nick, Brad, and Rye, and now the Varner Netherton revival is filling clubs and arenas from the Queen City to Nashville and every place in
Everywhere
between.
in between.
Varner Netherton Revival is more than award-winning musicians and recording artists. They're just plain fun. Their vocal harmonies has crowds of 10 to 10,000 standing up and singing along, and the best part is you can book them for your event. Check out a show near you and find out more at VarnerNetherton.com. That's VarnerNetherton.com. We're coming up to Dan's favorite fucking time of year again, where he gives the Varner Foundation for Children an award of his profits. He will have that conversation with Paula around Thanksgiving weekend and decide what percentage of his gross profit, net income, is going to be given for the kids. Stay tuned. There'll be an episode later, probably the first part of December, where we learn that massive amount. We're thinking 4 figures, 5 figures. We don't know yet. We'll find out soon. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Varner Netherton, thank you for your support. Jason Kiefer, take it away.
Good work. Good work. So I saw this article today, and one of my favorite movies is The Wolf of Wall Street.
Steve,
Steve,
is that because of our fucking conversation today?
No, this was already sent to I sent this to my email before today, but
There was a woman here today, just for you that don't know, that apparently took 2 gummies last night, which we call bullshit. It was today. Couldn't understand a fucking word she said. It sounded like you were talking to those 2 idiots, Leo and what's his name? Steve, man. I mean, I couldn't. I was like, what are you fucking saying? Are you talking?
Complete mouthful of
Yeah, it was like Sid the fucking Sloth in Ice Age. I mean, it was bad. Go ahead, Jason. I'm sorry to interrupt there.
You're good, because that was a very good description.
Yes.
But I saw this article. A bank regulator with party culture rife with sexual harassment complaints, strip club invites. And so I read this article and I go through it. And so these are members of the FDIC, the ones that insure our money in the banks, the higher ups. Well, they made a campus, like a training campus in Arlington, Virginia, where, these, I don't know if they're higher ups or whoever works with the FDIC. And it was literally like Wolf of Wall Street, going to strip clubs, doing all this shit, puking off the top of the hotel that the FDIC owns, by the way. And one of the quotes was, if you haven't puked off the rooftop of the hotel, and I can't remember without getting into the article too far, like they had like a little name for it, but it's like, if you haven't puked off the rooftop, you haven't FDIC'd. I'm just throwing FDIC in there. And dude, it was absolutely hysterical. And all I could picture as I'm reading this article is Leonardo DiCaprio with a marching band full of naked chicks coming in, tossing midgets,
and shaving a girl's head off, her hair off,
bags of fucking pills and fucking drugs. And I'm like, this is who we trust to insure our money at every banking institution.
We are Stratonites.
You nailed it right there.
Fuck yeah.
I mean,
we're F-dicks.
I literally read that. I read that whole article, and I implore you to go find that. It's fucking scary outside of our own government that fucks with our money, but then the people that actually handle our money and insure our money are doing this dumb shit. Now, I'm not going to say that I haven't gone to a fireman conference and gotten all fucked up and done some dumb shit, but I'm not in a position of handling other people's money. And it was absolutely hysterical reading, like, all the sexual harassment claims that came out of it. Ooh, that was a good one. The sexual harassment claims that come out of it, and it's, you haven't fucking lived until you fucking puked off the hotel in Arlington.
Those have been settled quietly for some reason. I've never heard of that.
It's very weird.
Well, they're in one of the highest paid industries in the world. There's all kinds of people who are attracted to that sort of way of making a living. Yeah, and
it's physiological, but you never hear about
the partying and the debauchery that's going to go on in things associated like that is not surprising to me at all. So, if you're gonna go to some high swanky hotel and get messed up, and
have you been there?
Have I been where?
to these parties? Are you
Maybe
speaking
I,
with?
I may
shit.
have been to attended a few of these.
Have you been to Epstein's Island?
I've never been to Epstein's Island. No.
Nobody's been.
Why haven't those names been released?
Nobody's
I
been.
saw a thing where they said
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that blacklist wall.
I saw an article yesterday where they said what's her name? How do they say her name? Jolie.
Fuck. She's still alive.
Shit. What?
That's surprising as fuck.
What's her name? Jolene, Giselle, whatever the fuck.
Juliet.
She said she agreed to release 8 names. What? Why is it up to her? She's already been convicted. She's already behind bars. Why is it up to her to release 8 names? And there's a hell of a lot more than 8 names on that list. I say release them all and let the chips fall. Where I don't care if they're Republicans. I don't care if they're conservatives. I don't care if there's someone I like, someone I don't like.
Mr. Biden, President
Put
Biden.
them all out there.
Break out that list. You can blackline your sons. So we'll know who it is anyways. But fuck, we know he's on there. Just fucking release the damn list. Release the hounds. Let's get into it, man.
But how fucked up is that? The people that are in charge of insuring our money
Oh, yeah.
and doing their jobs.
Do as we say, not as we do.
Everybody likes to have a good out-of-town trip and get all fucked up every now and then. This apparently, literally, as I pictured it and as I read, was the Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Rock on, baby.
That's different. That's a private company, even though you're trading. That's fine. Invest with them if you want to.
Yeah.
Was it Stratton?
Stratton Oakmont.
Stratton Oakmont.
Yeah.
Invest with Stratton
Knights.
Oakmont. But goddamn, the FDIC and
Yep.
these motherfuckers are just
You know
doing
what?
all kinds of fucking
Of
bullshit.
course they are.
What pisses me off most, it's a dual class society. It is those people, the fucking haves, the government, they don't have shit until they get into government, and then there's us. And they can go fuck themselves at a private island, not release a list. But you know what? You don't release a list of people you're swapping porn videos with of 8-year-olds. It's obstruction. That's other shit. You're fucked. But by all means, Mr. Government Man, keep fucking banging on Epstein's Island. I'm surprised. What is her name? Jolie, Jolette, Smalmies, whatever.
It was weird.
Why is she still fucking alive?
Gilles.
Go Giuseppe. Just Pontius Pilate.
Samsonite. I was way
Yeah,
off.
Swami.
Because she promised the Clintons that she wouldn't give
You
them
say
up.
Clintons or Clintons?
Clintons.
Okay.
Bill and Hillary.
Oh, okay. I'm sure
Because if they wanted her to not be around anymore,
They
then
just
she
have to-
would not be around.
they'd have to let her jog around a fucking Washington D.C. park. That's
But
all.
if word
That's where it
comes out,
happens.
if word comes out
Chandra Levy.
that she's going to drop Bill's name, then
Mhm.
she's not really going to be drawing breath all that much longer.
I'm gonna combine these last 3 stories into one.
That does infuriate the fuck out of me the more I think about it. The difference between the fucking haves and the have-nots.
Well, we have not a 2-tiered justice system in this country. We have a multi-tiered
Oh,
justice.
fuck yeah. And you know what? Everybody else gets fucked.
And
Guess what?
if you're Bill and Hillary Clinton, I mean, and Obama, you're way up here, way up here. If you're Joe Biden, maybe just a notch underneath.
You know what's phenomenal too is if you lie to the cops, you get a criminal charge. But the cops feel free to lie to you. Let me help you. You know, just tell me what happened. Let me help you.
The defense attorney's coming out in you now.
Well, I didn't do it. No, you're fucking lying. Now I'm charging you with another crime.
I love it.
Obstruction.
I love this comment though. Rob having so much fun with quote unquote Cox and Clintons.
Fucking unbelievable. I want to see the island. I want to take a tour of that. Is that the Disney island?
Oh Jesus, I don't know. I'm combining the last 3 of these, and I'm not even gonna throw them up. But there was a Pennsylvania middle school special ed teacher
Shit. She's not special ed, right?
who
I got special needs.
used a field trip. God damn it! All right, go ahead, Rob.
No, I want to hear it.
No, go ahead.
I was just getting turned on. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, and that's what scares me. That's why I said go ahead.
Do over.
You're like Snots from Christmas Vacation. You might
Do
as well
over,
just let it
yep.
finish.
Kind of like some people we know in this motherfucker.
No, this Pennsylvania middle school teacher took a field trip with a student, and that's where she began grooming her subject. So another teacher, we keep hitting these because they keep coming up. No pun intended.
Love it.
This is why I can't do a podcast with you anymore.
Do it. You're gonna put it up there. You're gonna put her up. Is she in the house?
I will show the picture. I mean, it's not anything like super fantastic,
Well,
but
you let me be the judge of that.
well, dude, obviously you and I have completely different.
Steve, you and
views.
I have separate subject matters tonight.
But we unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on which end of it you're at, we keep seeing these,
It is Dan's favorite.
and they
word.
keep giving this info and this ammunition for the teachers. My question is where were these fucking teachers when I was in school?
We didn't have internet.
I never got asked to do an extra field trip or, hey, I need you to come to the office.
She's kind of down on her luck. You kind of want to help her and make her smile.
Is that the
yeah,
way
you
look
just
at
want to
it?
make her smile.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Oh, isn't that so much fun right there
Turn
where
that,
I'm doing that?
turn that frown upside down.
Where I'm putting that. That's so much fun, right?
But
oh shit, is that a mole freckle? What the fuck is that? Is that a nipple on her
So
face?
she's a special needs teacher.
special needs teacher, but not but the way I understand it, with the way I read the article, was not a special needs student, but went on this field trip.
Okay. So hold on a second.
All right, let me know when
No,
you're done.
I thought you mentioned that she wasn't a special needs student.
No, I don't think the student was special
Okay.
needs.
Okay.
If you would listen, Dan,
All right. I'm just curious. I mean, it took
I'm
me
listening.
I know you are. So what shocked me about it is the fact that how many we've had that we've seen and we've talked about. A, where were they when I was in school, for one? Two,
oh shit.
this lady had the balls to fucking go to the kid's house at 14 years old while the parents were gone.
I like it.
Had him over to her house.
Yeah.
Apparently did it in the back of this or in the back lot of a supermarket.
How old was the kid?
14.
14.
14.
All right. I just heard. Read.
I know it's because you
under
don't
16.
listen.
I know. I
You
was.
don't listen.
I was looking at the freckle thing on her fucking nose.
I know you don't listen. But how the fuck does that happen? And how do you have the balls to go to, like, when parents are gone and that 14-year-old's at home? Here you go.
Yeah, if you're an adult and you think it's a good idea to go to the house of a kid you're molesting,
That's fucking crazy
Yeah.
to me.
that is a
Absolutely crazy to me.
How are you not thinking ring cameras and other shit?
Right.
Now, for those people in the Cincinnati area,
but
I'll,
it's the same thing as the child predators.
I'll be sitting in my car with the hazards on in the back of Kroger's parking lot. Any of you teachers
That's-
out there looking for a little romance, I'll save the last dance, last chance.
That's how that's
for
how you,
love.
that's how your hookups work.
No, mine
Is that
are
what you're saying?
typically on Grinder, Dan.
I love the fact that all your shit's on the internet now, all your bullshit. That
But
you're saying.
I'm saying with all the hookup apps that are on that you can have on your phone and all that shit, why do you need to do something?
Because you're
like
going to
that
be
with
able
those
to. Here's the problem: you're going to be able to fucking track her location. I'm sure she's not shutting shit down and leaving her phone someplace else. So you'll be able to put her in that place if the kid squeals, which 14, 15, 16, even any around there is going to brag about banging an older woman. True. I mean, you were fucking talking about,
I know.
Miss Sally Rottencrotch or whatever the fuck her name was, a foosball.
Well, that wasn't her name, but
Oh no, but
I'm
you know what I'm saying.
I'm pissed off I wasn't asked. I wasn't asked to, like, meet extra hours.
That's because you graduated.
That's why
out
I'm
of-
grabbing these stories. I'm pissed off, and
it's all about timing, man.
This is
Yeah.
my therapy. This is my fucking therapy. But
There may be something into that.
But again, how ballsy do you have to be to go into another adult couple's house to defile their fucking son, even though he didn't think it was defiling?
But the notion that you're going to hook up with some 14 or 15 or 16-year-old kid and they are not going to talk about that
yeah,
is just, I mean, you got to be dumb as the day is long.
Oh
it's
my-
like filling water in a Ziploc bag with a hole in the bottom.
even at
Yeah,
14,
yeah, we're gonna hold it. We're good. We're good.
14, this is going to sound crude and crass, but at 14, we were running around the school the next morning. Smell my fingers.
Exactly.
I mean, fucking that happened though.
And
That
if
was
you-
like the pre-internet. That was the network. That was a grapevine.
And if I would like to
Were you
think,
throwing the shocker out there at 14? smell my three fingers.
I didn't know it. You didn't want to smell the pinky, baby.
but these fucking teachers are so dumb.
I
They're
know.
so fucking dumb. Now, I would like to think that I would keep my mouth shut. I don't know that I would at that age or in high school, that teacher that banged pretty much the whole fucking football team that we talked about
God
a couple
bless
months
her.
ago. God bless her. I would like to think that I keep my fucking mouth shut.
It's 1st and 10.
But there's always
Quarterback sneak.
there's always one that would be like him that would probably open his mouth.
I would not open my mouth, motherfucker. You know what? Fuck you, Keith. This is one motherfucker that would say good luck. Godspeed, my
Good luck
friend.
and Godspeed.
I've had it. I just went, good luck, man. I think you're full of shit. And I'd walk away with a little grin on my face into the sunset. Be like that Footprints poem with Jesus. There were 2 sets of prints in the sand, and then there was one, and that's when I carried you. Now there was one set of footprints, and then there was a drag mark, and that's when I finished with her and forgot to zip my fly.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So before we call it a podcast, how are we doing on No Shave November?
Wow, Dan, it's pretty apparent.
I'm working on a goatee. I've never had one before.
I had my mustache. I shaved it off because you weren't really participating.
What do you mean I wasn't participating?
You just had fucking gristle up in there, like the normal gristle, Dan Carroll gristle.
I have not. I
did not do
shaved.
anything to make it a perfect.
I have not shaved. I mean, I've not shaved this area.
Here's the backtrack. Yep, there we go.
Since day 1 of November.
Yeah, but you always come in scruffy, so it's not you have to like shave in a mustache. The No Shave November was a mustache or the goatee that I see you have now.
I don't got a goatee.
You have it now.
I'm working on it. This is why I don't grow beards.
Grow it, Dano.
I think you should keep it going.
I am growing. Well, my Paula told me to she likes it so far.
I think you should keep it going.
I like
What
it.
about you?
Well, I shaved yesterday, Dan. What the fuck? What about me? Jesus Christ. I'm kicking mine. I think it's going to be pared down to a fucking goat here very shortly because the mustache is starting to come in pretty full.
I shaved my ship mustache, but it'll be back in 3 days, so don't worry about it.
I know you're a hairy beast.
Yeah, we're going to
Yes,
get
sir.
to that in here in a minute. We're going to revisit that one, but I just want to talk about our friends at Engraved in USA. They've been in business for over 25 years, engraving your business awards, promotional items, employee and customer items, brewery, drinkware, golf outing accessories, promotional and recognition items. If you're a smaller global company, they have the team that can design and produce quality items to enhance your business. Call the team of Tanya, Tammy, Tim, or Rich at 513-682-2557 and say 100% to get the best personal touch from our friends at Engraved in USA. Ladies and gentlemen, I do want to put out a little special flavor. Dan and I and Kiefer are growing our flavor savers for the month of November, and we're going to rock it through the end of December. But it is the holiday season.
Rock what through the end of December?
The flavor savers, baby.
No, I'm not the one that.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yep, it will be. But nonetheless, the holiday season is upon us, and our friends at Engraved in USA have just the gifts you'll need for the workers in your party, the wives, husbands, big ass mugs, coffee mugs, wine goblets, all kinds of fucking great things at Engraved in USA. Get on the website, go through one more and I'm out of here.com. Link shop now to Engraved in USA, or go directly and tell them one more and I'm out of here is your inspiration.
Yeah, they do an awesome job, man.
They are phenomenal,
really
and they constantly keep making new items. Like, oh yeah, we can do that. It's like, holy shit, yeah, you can. It's phenomenal. So definitely check them out.
Every time I see something new from them, it just blows my mind how cool it is.
That's because Dan forgets about the previous time he saw it. 513-682-2557. Say 100% to get the best personal touch from Tanya, Tammy, Tim, or Rich at Engraved in USA. And make sure you got those stocking stuffers ready to roll, baby. St. Nick Night's coming up December 6th, I believe. Is it 6th or 5th? I can't remember.
My mom used to do that all the time.
I used to get a big candy cane.
The St. Nick.
That was about it. Candy cane that would rot your fucking teeth.
You had to leave your shoes out, and then there'd be something in your shoe in the morning.
Really? Like what? Shit?
It's like, like a candy bar or a T-shirt or something like
the
that.
The fuck were you growing up in Turkey?
I don't want anything in my shoes.
I'm just saying, that's my mom used to do that.
Were you from
don't crack on my mom.
Istanbul or what?
Don't crack on
I'm
my
not
mom.
cracking on
Yes,
your mom.
You are.
I'm cracking on the fucking shoe thing.
Well, that's how she did it.
Were they wood shoes?
I would just say put a Jimmer out there, and then there'd be some stuff in there in the morning.
So a guy named Jim, I just put it out there, and it's in him. So I want to get back to this goat, Dan. You're going to keep the goat, right, throughout November?
I'm working on this right now.
It looks good.
I do. I like it. You know it.
I should get a close up on the camera.
No, you shouldn't. We need some more fucking.
I don't know. I'm not that happy with it.
I'll take a picture and put it on Instagram.
Everybody,
I'm not that happy with it.
Everybody push subscribers. Contact us one more, and I'm out of here at gmail.com.
Hammer the like button.
Hammer like, hammer
Download,
subscribe.
rate,
like it.
and review.
Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. One more and I'm out of here podcast.
Stay tuned for Dan's arrest once that bench warrant's issued from Bethel PD. And we'll find out if Dan actually shaves that goatee off, or let's be honest, if Dan
I'm going to
shaves
call
anything.
tomorrow and take care of this.
Dan, do you even manscape?
Goatee? Yes, sir. Never had a goatee.
Dan, it looks good.
It does. So don't fucking shave it off.
Yeah.
It's rare for me to give you a fucking compliment. So fucking take it for what it's worth.
All right.
It looks so stupid, Jason. Joking, damn.
Don't tell. Sorry, I just saw your text.
Huh?
I just saw your text. And it came from Hurricane Law at Gmail.
Yeah, I know. I was doing it on the computer.
This is gonna fuck me.
It'll fuck you up, and I got to figure it out. I found out most of how to do it. I just need to effectuate because I can link in my cell. I just need to hit some fucking QR code.
You leave that shit.
I say let's do fucking Christmas cups with hummus. And just fuck with the design a little bit. Fuck with the design a little bit, man. That way it's not hummus. It's just very festive and similar. Yeah? See? See, Punta?
What's up? Punta.
Oh, fuck you, man. Sucky, sucky.
Oh, yeah.
Mayweather. You like cigars, Holmes?
What?
You like cigars?
No. No, you got it.
Fair enough. Then,
You smoke them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cigars.
Cigars.
Deadly bus crash. That was in Columbus.
Yeah, it's Licking County. It's fucking terrible.